Welcome to the modern gold rush. The energy transition isn't just a technological shift, it's a profound scramble for the raw materials defining our future. Foremost among these critical minerals is lithium. While the term white gold sounds like hype, the frantic exploration and massive investment pouring into securing reliable supply chains tells a different story. Nations and corporations are positioning themselves for a future where lithium access is the new oil security. The geographical focus of the lithium boom is intensely concentrated. When we look at global reserves, a significant portion is locked in some of the most sensitive environments on Earth. In South America, vast salt flats hold tremendous brine deposits. These remote locations, where water management is already critical, are now epicenter regions for large-scale evaporation projects. Securing supply means understanding the complex relationship between geology, geography, and local sustainability. However, the race is not just about brines. The largest actual producer on the planet has historically been Australia, which dominates the extraction of hard rock lithium ore, or spodumene. This method is fundamentally different, relying on massive, traditional open-pit mining operations. While efficient in terms of production volume, hard rock mining presents a different set of logistical and environmental challenges, highlighting the varying faces of this global extraction effort. While mining locations are globally distributed, the true bottleneck and source of immense geopolitical concern is the processing stage. One single nation, China, currently controls a massive majority of the world's capacity for refining raw lithium into the battery-grade chemicals, lithium carbonate and hydroxide, required by manufacturers. This concentration of midstream power is the defining factor that Western nations are now desperately trying to counteract. Why is this scramble happening now? The inescapable driver is the exponential projection for electric vehicles. Every major automaker is shifting to electric lineups, and the heart of every EV is a massive lithium-ion battery pack. The transition requires a scaling of lithium supply that is almost unprecedented. Understanding the lithium race means accepting that current demand is only a fraction of what is projected for the 2030s and beyond. Recognizing this dependence as a strategic vulnerability, the United States has launched a multi-front push for domestic supply. This effort involves fast-tracking domestic mining projects and investing heavily in domestic processing capability. Federal policy, including the Inflation Reduction Act, is explicitly designed to incentivize onshoring the critical mineral supply chain, framing lithium access not just as economic competitiveness, but as a matter of fundamental national security. Europe finds itself in a precarious position, with high EV demand projections, but very little domestic extraction or processing. The continent's strategy, driven by its ambitious Green Deal policies, focuses on developing a sustainable, secure supply. The race here means securing lithium that meets strict environmental and social governance, ESG standards, attempting to balance intense demand with the promise of a truly green and circular battery economy. With traditional extraction methods facing scaling bottlenecks and environmental opposition, the ultimate game changer in the race may be technology. Massive investment is flowing into direct lithium extraction, or DLE. These technologies, ranging from absorption to membrane filtration, promise to dramatically reduce evaporation times, water consumption, and land footprints. Whoever perfects DLE at an industrial scale holds the key to the next phase of supply growth. It is impossible to discuss the lithium race without confronting the inherent trade-offs. The scramble for a cleaner energy future is often landing on land and critical water resources, traditionally managed by indigenous communities. Local opposition to mining projects is rising globally, from the Lithium Triangle to proposed hard rock mines. The industry must navigate profound ethical questions. How do we ensure the transition to clean energy doesn't replicate the historical injustices and environmental damage of extraction booms? The lithium market has been a textbook example of high-stakes volatility. Driven by the EV narrative, the market mania phase saw prices skyrocket to unsustainable levels, leading to a massive investment boom. But as new supply capacity began to promise relief and EV sales growth rates normalized, the subsequent price correction was sharp and painful. Understanding the current lithium landscape requires recognizing that we are navigating a classic commodity supercycle defined by aggressive price swings. If technology is the engine of new supply, recycling may be the key to long-term sustainability. The industry is desperately racing to close the loop of the battery material supply chain. Advanced recycling processes aim to recover high percentages of lithium, nickel, and cobalt from end-of-life batteries. The long-term vision is a circular economy where recycled material significantly reduces the reliance on primary extraction, making urban mining a critical component of global security. The concentration of processing power means the lithium race is increasingly defined by shifting geopolitical alliances. In response to China's dominance, Western nations are pursuing strategies of friend-shoring or near-shoring. These strategies involve building reliable supply chains through strategic partnerships with allied or trusted countries, creating new trade blocs defined by critical mineral cooperation. Security now means diversifying supply and guaranteeing processing within an allied network. While the industry giants dominate extraction, a frantic exploration race is happening simultaneously. Hundreds of small junior exploration companies are scouring the globe, applying advanced geology to discover the next major lithium deposit. This is the high-risk, high-reward phase of the race. Every new exploration success, from Canada to Africa, shifts the long-term outlook, proving that while lithium is concentrated today, the geographical boundaries of potential supply are still expanding. Where is the race heading? The ultimate question defines the market. Are we entering an era of enduring structural scarcity, or will a decade of frantic investment lead to eventual abundance? The long-term outlook is a complex model of demand assumptions, new supply projections, recycling mandates, and technological breakthroughs. We must navigate the scarcity fear that drives high prices versus the abundance hope that suggests innovation will ultimately meet the challenge. Perhaps the most significant shift is the return of resource nationalism. Nations with lithium deposits, from Chile to Zimbabwe, are asserting state control, seeking larger shares of the profits, and mandating that domestic resources be used to build domestic processing. This state intervention introduces profound uncertainty for foreign investors, complicating long-term project planning and proving that in the modern lithium race, geology is only half the battle. Politics is the other. Ultimately, the global lithium race must be viewed as a tool toward the final objective, a reliable and sustainable energy future. The scramble for this critical mineral is an unprecedented test of global cooperation, technological ingenuity, and responsible management. We are transitioning from simply extracting a resource to building an enduring, sustainable platform. The real winner of the lithium race isn't the nation with the most tons, but the civilization that builds the cleanest, most circular battery economy